pretty.
His shots ring from the woods. Take off. Life is good. She's forever in. Comments here in Nashville neighborhood. In the land of life is good. He's always shooting down in woods. He probably wouldn't do it if he life is good. Even if he could. Life is good.
Yes, Hickok 45, your internet shooting companion, coming to you from the beautiful warm hills of Tennessee, the home of Davy Crockett. Yes, one of our favorites. I think Davy carried 1911. I really do. He just didn't tell anybody about it, and he didn't write about it. You think he had the inside track with John Browning, who wasn't around yet. Yep, good to see you. Glad you came out here on a Sunday and are enjoying the heat and the humidity with me again. Yeah, I really appreciate that, because it's going beyond the call of duty. Really it is, because we do have ticks in the woods, and I'm not deathly afraid of ticks. I just don't care for them, right? And I'm sure you don't either, unless you're a little weird. You're a little weirder than I am, right? So here I am with a 1911. This thing is called the Emissary. Yeah, the Emissary from Springfield Armory, with a serious grip on it. Thin grip, but a serious grip. We're going to do a video. I wanted to take a few more shots with it before we do that video, probably this week. And yeah, it seemed to have a little issue breaking in. A couple of rounds didn't want to get in, jump into the chamber and everything. I don't know, first couple of mags or so. And it seems to have loosened up. It's still tight, but not quite as tight. And it's doing okay so far. So we'll see how it does in the video, okay? So yeah, here we are, what is it, 2:38? Oh, wow. And July 21st rather. And I'm early, but not very early. I'm actually almost late this week in terms of getting to you. You know, a lot's been going on with us, and we hopefully you've seen the updates. They've been on all three channels, the Hickok 45 main channel here where you are now, and the Clips channel, and also the Talks channel, just to make sure we get the word out and get everybody subscribed too, because you know, in case things took a turn for the worse. As you noticed in the update, we posted Thursday or Friday, and you know, we see some light at the end of the tunnel after talking with some different people at Google. And again, that was largely responsible. You were largely responsible, you all, some other YouTubers and everything. We've gotten in contact with some folks that can, I don't know, maybe be a little influential internally, and create less of an apocalyptic, you know, situation, it seems. So with the new terms of service, we're able to, I think, it looks like we'll be able to proceed pretty much as always and navigate that. Okay, it's the videos we've already done that are in jeopardy. You know, as you know, we had about 12 taken down, and then also everything from June 18th to almost now, you know, really did not meet the new terms of service, you know. So but moving forward, we should be okay. We should be okay, all right? Provided the terms of service don't change dramatically, you know, again. So here we are, and glad to be here. And you know, it'll be a little rocky for whatever, a few days or a week or two, and getting back up to, you know, not power, but, you know, snuff, and doing some videos. We have quite a few videos in the bank that also really do not meet the terms of service, as we mentioned in that update video. And so, you know, we're making videos, and we are looking at editing some of those and doing something maybe, you know, with those two as well. So we'll keep you posted, and for now, yeah, just stay tuned, and we appreciate your support as we move on. We're going to do a lot of the same cool things, same cool guns. I was in the mood to get this out. You know what this is? The Sako, right? You might call it Sako, but it's the same rifle, same difference, right? The Bavarian Model 85. When did I shoot this thing last? I don't know. Before I shoot, I want to appreciate or thank the people, because we definitely appreciate them, you know, and hanging in here with us. Buds, wonderful company. You know all the wonderful things about Buds, and we have been supported by Buds for a long time. We really appreciate them. And Silencer Central, you know, another absolutely wonderful company, and I appreciate their support. And the Sonoran Desert Institute, sdi.edu. Get yourself some distance learning, and you might become an expert at these things. Really, you might. So appreciate SDI, the Sonoran Desert Institute. And I'm going to take a shot with this thing. Can I? All right. What chambering is it? Do you remember? You know. 6.5 by 55. Oh yeah. And I'll bet it will take out a gallon jug. Wow, yeah, with some power. I've forgotten. This has some power. I bet it'll take out a gong too. Oh man, I forgot how sweet this thing is. Oh, that bolt and that action. I really didn't shoot it before the video. I haven't fired it in months, and I just know it's always like a glove. Fits like a glove, shoots great. It's always right on. The sights haven't been moved, of course, so I wasn't worried about that. No need to get a rubber pad to lengthen the stock. It's the perfect length for me. I don't know what people do that have bought these that are normal size, you know, normal humans. Because it seems to me it would be maybe too long. I don't know. You know, if I pick up a rifle and it fits me, oh, like a glove, what does that say for other people? It's not going to fit them like a glove, I would think. But I don't know. It's interesting. Oh yeah. Why have I not had this thing out more? What a beauty. What a beauty. And I have a couple of mags. It just holds 5 rounds, but what I do is, since I have one extra mag, when I go out to shoot, I'll at least use both mags. Yeah. Not exactly high capacity, 5 rounds. I'll leave that bolt open. Yeah, that's a nice one. That's a nice one. So again, don't forget the Hickok 45 Clips channel and the Hickok 45 Talks channel. I'm posting on the Talks channel, and of course John's still putting out clips every morning on the Clips channel, and a lot of you are over there, and so that's cool. A lot of our old videos John is taking clips from, and it's great. And you know, we'll see. What I will do on Sunday is, it'd be a good time to do it. I will try to keep you apprised of what videos get taken down or whatever. Because I think I'll get an email. I got emails on those 12 that were taken, and many videos are in violation of the terms of service. Nothing illegal, of course, but in violation for various reasons. And I will try to keep a record of those. As that happens, I think we have a reprieve of, I don't know, a few weeks maybe. But as that begins to happen, if it happens, I will I don't know, depends on how many it is. I will read a list, or I will let you know which ones, and maybe get your input into which ones we should redo or not, or try to edit. Most of them are hard to edit, really hard to edit out the things that make it a violation now, So we'll see how that goes, but we'll keep you informed, but on a positive note, again, it looks like we're okay, going forward. So I'll keep sharing my brilliance with you, as well as my idiocy, okay? In videos during the week, and Sunday videos, maybe some shorts here and there. We'll keep up the clips, and I'll come out here and sit in the woods somewhere and do the Hickok 45 talks. So you keep track. I might, if there's some talking, some yakking to do about the status of this, I can do it on Sunday, but also in the talks videos, which I've done several on some topics that I would normally maybe have done on Sunday, but just, in order to keep Sunday a little shorter, if that's possible, I have gone into the woods and sat in a chair and talked to you, as you know. So be sure you're keeping up with those. What else do you want to know about? I don't know. Also appreciate Alabama Holster. I bet I could find one. Great holster company. And they happen to be in Alabama. What a coincidence. That's a real coincidence. Not nearly as big as a coincidence, though, it occurs to me, of a baseball player named Lou Gehrig dying of Lou Gehrig's disease. Now that's maybe the ultimate coincidence, right? Yeah, that was kind of a bad joke. Sorry about that. I'm also sorry for those 4 of you who thought, wow, man, that's right. That is one incredible coincidence. Yeah, got to keep your sense of humor, right? But anyway, what else do you want to know about? Anything? Yeah, like I said, from June 18th on, all those videos that we did and posted are, gone. And as we talked about in that video, if you saw it, hopefully you saw that update we posted, a couple days ago. Like John was talking about, it is so simple. They just, well, why don't you just go to a different platform? Yeah, well, yeah, you can do that, but it's just a different animal. You have nobody watching, or you have just a handful as compared with the Google and YouTube, unfortunately, right now. And as John said in that, it's funny, the people say, why don't you look into Rumble? So many people hit him and up on that all the time. Well, that pretty much explains itself. They didn't even know we were over there, see? And that says it all. They didn't even know it. Now we're not, the recent month or 2 or 3 or 4 of the videos are not, but everything else is. And people don't know that, see, because they don't go there. It's just, I mean, some do. But anyway, let me shoot this another mag's worth here. What was I going to yak about? Well, and of course, the issue with the shooting, last week. Wow, crazy stuff, isn't it? Crazy stuff. And I think I posted last week, or I recorded just before that happened, so I didn't speak about it in the last week, but just bizarre, and a lot of craziness surrounding it, for good reason, right? Just a lot of things need to be explained that ain't been explained. But one thing I want to say about that, because I'm getting all the politics of it, if there are politics involved with that, but man, and that might be part of the impetus for the crackdown even further on YouTube. I don't know, because about what he was wearing and everything, but it's a shame there are people that are just kind of outcasts of society, or don't really fit in at all, maybe don't have friends at all, or at least the wrong kind of friends, right? It's a shame how that happens, and it's understandable. of all the people in the world, there are going to be people who don't fit in. I don't fit in necessarily at times, and we all go through those stages, and some people never get out of them, and they're just not popular at all, maybe, and because of that, and maybe they got some weird quirks, and people kind of pick on them or bully them or ostracize them, exclude them, and and then you add some other things, other ingredients into that mix, and before you know it, if you're not careful, we've got somebody that is, I don't know, potentially going to do something weird. I don't think the rest of us, the other millions and millions and billions of people, need to walk on eggshells about everything we do or say. That's not necessarily going to prevent it. You got the tail wagging the dog if three maladjusted people control what millions of other people do or say. So, I think that is a little bit overrated. But I will say that, I don't know, if you have kids, if you can encourage them to be nice to people, even if they don't like them, at least don't be mean to them. If it's at school, wherever it is, it's a little arrogant to just absolutely berate somebody because they're different, they're awkward, they have no social skills maybe. And I know it's tempting, especially for young people, to gang up on them and insult or just laugh or whatever it might be, not be friendly at all. And it's you young people, if you're watching, here's my young people advice: maybe try to get out of yourself, and maybe there's somebody in your school, your high school, your middle school, your college dorm, in your neighborhood, whatever it is. Maybe you're not a youngster, you're older, I don't know. There's really nothing to be gained other than trying to build up our self-esteem, right, by giving someone a hard time because they're a little weird. There's some weird people in the world, let's face it, different people in the world. We don't have to be their best buddy. We don't have to be a fake friend necessarily, but we can, I don't know, be humane and be a human, speak to them maybe, say, how you doing? If it's in your school, you see them at their locker, you walk by, don't be afraid to say hi. You don't have to be a fake friend necessarily. Just, hey, how you doing? Move on or whatever. How'd you do on that test or something? Or just whatever it might be, It's just so tempting for groups of people, isn't it? Youngsters, even adults, to just, and we all have that capability too, don't we? None of us is immune to that, to single out somebody a little bit because they are so strange. It's just built in, unfortunately. But anyway, it contributes to folks being really outcast and really weird. So, and I'm kind of an expert on weirdness. Don't you know that by now? Yeah, I'm an authority on that. I've had a lot of experience with it, being it, right? All right. You notice I'd already shot that target a couple of times. Boom. All right. I like it. Click. I think, oh yeah, that magazine doesn't keep the slide back. So I'm going to bet it's empty. All right, it's not a hang fire. It's a, what is that? I don't know. It's a Brownell. It's a good magazine. It's reliable. That one doesn't hold the slide back when it's empty. I've experienced that a few times. That's how I knowed it. So yeah, I think it's loosened up. I think it's ready for a video maybe. I've been shooting it enough, and we'll tell you all about it. Okay? Keep an eye out for that coming up soon. And this is the one I wanted to definitely limber up a little bit. Yeah, boy. Good old Sako Bavarian. Most of you, if you've been around long, you've seen it. You've heard the stories I've told about it. We've got videos on it, at least for now. Yeah. Wait a minute. Maybe worse things could happen. All of our videos are in jeopardy and in violation, most of them. On one hand, what a tragedy to lose all that brilliance and all that work for 15, 17 years, most of it. That would be extremely depressing to somebody, wouldn't it? It ought to be to me, I guess. I don't know. The bright side would be, no, don't tell me that I have to do videos, get all these guns back out and shoot them again. Trying to be positive about it, right? Give me an excuse to get them all out, wouldn't it? So anyway, yeah, which I like to do. You know, so if, in some way, you know, there's a positive side to that, perhaps, but I don't have time to do that. Replace every video. That's okay. Going forward, yeah, shoot whatever I want. Yeah, so this is a cool gun. I'm gonna shoot it. Can I do that? And so like there's something else I was gonna tell you. Again, don't forget this is a Sunday video where I yak and shoot. So if you're new, sorry about that. I'm sorry. Actually, I'm not. I'm not too sorry, am I? Okay. Oh man, so sweet this thing is. How about Mr. Buffalo? Did I miss that? How did I miss it? I must be going low. Maybe I'm going high. Oh, I was going high, I think. Okay. Yeah, I was going high. Yeah, need to hold 6 o'clock. See, if I'd shoot it more, I would know that. I would know that. Yeah, I'll load that up again. That is fun. Y'all familiar with the 6.5 to 55, aren't you? It's a beautiful little round. These are some I bought. Who are these? Oh yeah, PPU. PPU. They are well known for making a lot of cartridges that are not necessarily easy to find sometimes. Okay. So, yep, here we are, man. Sunday video. And it's fun and kind of refreshing to come out and just shoot and have some fun. In a new video, you know, after the almost apocalyptic week. So pretty cool. Get to shoot this thing, and again, we really appreciate y'all helping out. And it's frustrating. It's frustrating to us, of course. It's frustrating to you all. You know, social media kind of is what it is, and we're at the mercy of some of these platforms. And you can move somewhere where you have a way smaller audience, you know, like a BB to a basketball, and maybe have more freedom, you know, or you can be where everybody is and do what you can with it. It's a tough choice sometimes, but yeah, that's kind of what that comes down to. Sako, wow. Make me get this out more often, will you? Okay? If you don't see it, you know, after 2, 3, 4 months, give me a holler. Make me get it out. Okay. I better not shoot Clyde with this, but I can shoot a bowling pin. Right off that barrel. Oh, boy. All right. A great bowling cartridge. Also a good 2-liter killer. Let's put this last one on our friend, Mr. Gong. Okay? I didn't miss. So, Sako. I grew up hearing it called Sako, and so it's hard to get away from. It really is. And I have no problem someone calls it Sako. You know, I know it is Sako, but I have no problem. You know, if like 90% of people in a particular country call something something. It sort of becomes that. It's like Garand and Garin and all that. Carbine, carbine. You know, there's not necessarily a dead wrong and a dead right. You know, with this, I guess it is. I don't know. Depends. But you know, we pronounce words sometimes differently in this country than they do the same word in another country. And they mispronounce some of our words and we mispronounce theirs, so it's even, right? Yeah. And if you haven't seen this before, you're really new. This is the smoothest action. You know, we always brag on the Mauser. This is just a dream action. The bolt handle, the feel of it. Those of you who get mad at me when I bring the bolt action down to cock it, whatever. Now this one, I could just keep it up there and pop, you know, without any trouble at all. It just fits perfectly, and you know, the bolt handle, I could take it to war. Yeah, if it doesn't have a clip shoot there, but like my old Model 70 does. But it is a very nice rifle. Not only is it a nice rifle functionally, but it's a beautiful rifle, I have to say. Yep. Old Bavarian Model 85. I believe they don't make this exactly anymore. This Model 85 in the carbine version, like the full stock. I believe some of y'all been telling me that, and unless you're lying to me, you know, which you wouldn't do, right? So you might not know for sure, but you wouldn't tell a lie. I just don't think you'd do that. Anything else you're dying to know? I got a couple of things I might put in a talks video and yak about a little bit. Alec Baldwin, things like that. So a lot of news going on, a lot of things going on. Make certain that you are ready to vote, registered to vote, and you know, be aware what the platforms are with all the parties, but know what they stand for, what the policies are that are at stake. You know, cast an intelligent, informed vote, right? However you vote, whichever party you prefer, try to be smart about it, okay? Be informed, right? And know where they stand on gun rights, I hope. Individual rights, okay? You know, I lean libertarian in a big way, so, you know, freedom, individual rights, smaller government, those things are priorities of mine. Everybody has different priorities, and you know, be smart, educate yourself, and then vote accordingly, okay? Because it does make a difference, no doubt about it. As who was it that said it first? I don't know. But elections matter. Boy, do they. And we find that out months later, years later, how much an election matters and who gets elected, whether it's locally in your neighborhood, your county, your city, your state, you know, nationally, makes a huge difference in what happens, doesn't it? So, as well as where the majorities lie, you know, can make a big difference. So anyway, keep all that in mind, and so we're cranking and we're good. Again, you know, we don't have that big bank of videos right now. It's not what we try to do. Is, you know, we try to have a bank of videos so we can post variety to here and there. Let's see. Oh, we got the shotgun video. Well, we got this video. We just did a shotgun video last week or Monday or something like that. So we like to have some choice there in the posting, and so we don't have a gigantic cushion because of, you know, events that have occurred. But we expect very soon, maybe as I speak, you know, to be on a regular schedule here, you know, pretty soon or right now. Yeah. So let me know how it's going for you, and jump in. And you know, again, if people, or you see people who don't seem to know what's going on with a gun or with anything, and you do know, help them out. Yeah. Share the knowledge, okay? Share the genius and help them out. That's one thing about, you know, the social media, for all of its evils, and its unpredictability, changing policies, etc., it is a great platform to share ideas and help people out and communicate with each other. Whether it's in comments or doing your own videos, just whatever. So I'm having a good time. Because, I talked about it being hot and humid, and it is kind of, but it's not as bad as it has been. I don't know if you can tell, but it's just kind of a clearer day. It's not in like 98 or something today, and feels pretty good. Pretty good. So I will see you next week, and I hope to see you a time or two in new videos before next Sunday. Okay? So, y'all have a great week. Appreciate you immensely, and I hope you support the people that support us. Let them know we appreciate them. I hope you appreciate them supporting us, and I mostly appreciate you all and so many of you jumped on this issue, and I don't know, some of you emailed or whatever, but it got some attention at Google. Put it that way. It definitely, we know that for a fact. It got some attention, and it should. It should. Like I say, it's not a joke. It's real that based on the new terms, our videos are, they have some violations. So it's a matter of, whether those are enforced, if there's any chance that there'd be grandfathering in of that or anything, at all, and that sort of thing. And so we're not assuming that would happen, because it probably would not. But we know how, I think, to avoid the pitfalls now. We've had lots of discussions with the right people, and so not a lot of changes really at all, but we know what to not do. And like we said in that video, we can't necessarily share every little thing, but there were things that we might have said or showed or had out that it just doesn't take much to trigger the folks or AI that's watching. As we know, AI is always watching out. Artificial intelligence. Maybe I could get some of that. Or is all of my intelligence already artificial? It might be. So, good to see y'all. And again, thanks for the support. And we will see you going forward. Appreciate it. Life is good.